Hi guys, it's lizzisimss here. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing okay, staying safe and taking care of your mental well-being. So today is part 207 of my Teens of the Arts Quartet series, which I'll be posting over 7 days this week. So in case you haven't watched my previous video, which I'll link in the card above, this is a series I wanted to do inspired by the districts of Sanmaishuno in The Sims. These districts are the Spice Market, the Arts Quarter, the Fashion District and Uptown. So this particular series is for the Teens of the Arts Quarter, which won after I did a poll on my Instagram. I'm keen to keep the series going on, so I'll probably do a new poll for which district I should do next, but yes, this is for the Arts Quarter. So very creative, artistic, imaginative Sims, you know the type. So I did try to make them all as diverse as I could, in both their looks and in their artistic passions and backstory. If you do want to see all the Sims together, head on over to my Instagram because I did a post dedicated to them over there. And as always, the full CC list for each Sim is on my Tumblr if you want to download any of the CC I used here. And they will also be on my gallery, but you will need to download all of the CC I used if you want them to look just as they do here. And also, I'll just say my usual disclaimer that if there is a piece of CC missing in the list, it's because the link is broken and I can't find the fixed link, or it's been deleted by the owner, or I just simply can't find it. So I do apologize if anything is missing, but I do try my best to cite every CC I use in the list. And also screenshots of the outfits are at the end of this video if you want to see the Sim posed and edited and all of that. So this Sim I am making today is super cute. I really like how she turned out. Her outfits are really adorable with pops of colour used here and there. I describe her style as almost like preppy street style. I don't know how to describe it better, but yeah, she honestly dresses how I'd like to dress. Cute and casual, I would say. So I think this Sim is an aspiring writer. She's really inspired by her own stories and the stories of the young people around her, and she wants to translate the experiences of young people and what they go through throughout their formative years, through kind of short personalized stories. So she likes to go around her friend group and her classmates and interview them to encourage them to share their stories, completely anonymously of course, but from this I think this Sim is very friendly, approachable and kind, and she has the ability to really listen and tell an authentic story through her words and her writing. But of course I think this could ruffle some feathers now and again, if someone says something about someone else anonymously but they kind of know it links back to them or it's about them, I bet they could get pretty annoyed at her for writing it. But this Sim kind of feels like it's her duty and her passion to tell these stories, and it's not really up to her what her interviewees tell her. She just wants to write it down and put it out there for people to read because she thinks that sharing and reading stories are the best way for society to grow and for people to really connect to one another. I also think this Sim has grown up in quite sheltered, from a well-off family, and because of this she wants to learn more about how other people in her class has grown up, in hopes that by doing this she can learn and understand the inequalities or struggles that they have experienced and shed light on these important issues in the city district that she grew up in. And maybe she cares so much about these issues because her parents might be involved in the city life too, maybe they're lawyers or conservationists or something. I'm really not too sure. I haven't thought too much about her family life, but I think that would make a lot of sense. And maybe she's an only child and that's why she uses these stories to connect with others on a personal level. She uses this as a way to make friends and just feel a deeper connection with others around her, because she feels like that's missing from her family life. Sorry, I'm just going off on my own thoughts here. Like I just said, I hadn't really thought of her backstory that much, but it's sort of forming in my mind as I'm talking here. So yeah, maybe her folks are quite away quite a bit, so like she spends a lot of her time talking to her classmates and then going home and writing, and it's a way of keeping her entertained and social in a way, even though she's not actually speaking to anyone. Does that make sense? But yeah, I really like this backstory that I'm coming up with, and I can kind of like imagine her bedroom now. I think I'd have to use CC if I were to build her room, but I imagine there to be like a typewriter, and it's full of plants and like bits of paper and pens like strewn about everywhere, and loads of books, of course. I think I might have to create her room now. So yes, anyway, I think her aspiration in the future will be either to be an author or maybe to be like a screenwriter for young adult movies or TV shows, because I think she's a very visual person as well, and she'd personally like to see her stories translated into those types of medias. I also think possibly she could be a teacher because she's so passionate about being communicative and kind. Yeah, I think she'd be a really good teacher. She could teach creative writing or like English literature or something like that, and I think she'd really encourage her students to be creative and explore themes that they're interested in, especially ones which could like make a difference in their world. So yes, quite a few career options for a sim like this, I think. I also just wanted to say that I imagine all the teens I make in this series to be in a friendship group. I think they all complement each other really well, and maybe they've grown up together in the arts quarter their whole lives, and this is them like kind of before they age up into young adults and maybe go their separate ways. So I could definitely do another friendship group for teens of the arts quarter. Of course I'll do the other districts first before I repeat a district, but I think that would be really, really fun to do, to create a whole like high school almost of friendship groups. I think that would be really fun. And then I could even do a young adult series of these teens a bit later on and show them grown up and do like an update of their careers and where they're at now and what they look like. That would be fun. But like I said in my last video, young adults of the arts quarter doesn't sound as like snazzy as teens of the arts quarter does. So yeah, maybe I'll have to think of another name for the series, but anyway, I'll be doing the other districts first, so plenty of time for me to think of like where I'd like this to go. But I think revisiting these sims when they're older would be really, really fun. Yeah, I'd like to do that. But anyway, we are close to the end of the video here. I do hope you've enjoyed this one, and I hope you enjoy the screenshots as well. If you have any ideas or descriptions of sims or sims families you'd like me to create, then please do leave them in the comment section below, or just DM me on Instagram. If you'd like to check out the post of all of the teens together to see what they look like in their little friendship group, you can check that out on my Instagram as well. All my handles are linked in the description of this video. As always, please do like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys!